Hello and welcome back to my channel, and to today's episode it's gonna be a big time one because I'm gonna try and slander Smackdown so I can get the ratings up, and because it's Survivor Series and it's gonna be a joint pay-per-view, I thought I'd try and slander him and try and get him out of the way. So I've done the roster, not the roster. As you can see in the last episode, I did the contract and they should be fine for another couple of weeks. I have put a promo, advertisement promo to get money back in, but I'm trying to slander Smackdown until while Survivor Series is coming up because it's a joint pay-per-view. So without further ado, let's jump into the schedule and see what I've decided to do. Right, I twisted it a little bit, so it's going to be Chris Kong versus Baron Blade again for the match number 1 because it was a half a star, so I'm hoping they can do a half star again. But this time I've done Shelton Benjamin versus Cole Quinn and Chris Kong versus Joey Mercury, so they can boost their experience and popularity up, so on and so forth, but as well as getting Joey Mercury and Shelton Benjamin's popularity up as well. So match number 1 is going to continue. The Rebel Dragon and Batista is just going to be like this for until Survivor Series. It's just, I'm throwing it in there. Match number 2 is going to be a triple threat match in the women's, no title match because Survivor Series, I'm hoping if there's a slot going to put it there, if not be the night before. Advertisement promo, as we all know. Match number 3 is going to be a handicap match, Kane versus Paul Burchill and Shelton Benjamin, because Kane's tag team partner has left, so I have to put him into a new tag team partner, which I already know who it's going to be. Match number 4 is going to be a rivalry with Carlito and John Nitro to continue that. Going to slander the promotion. I have to because Survivor Series is popping up. Match number 5, a fatal 4-way match, my apologies, for the Intercontinental Championship again, but this time Randy Orton and Eddie Guerrero in it because Eddie Guerrero wants a title shot and he's going to get it in the Intercontinental shot, because I would put him in the WWE title shot, but obviously it's The Rock and Edge fighting it out there, so I thought I'd put the Randy Orton Eddie Guerrero rivalry in this one. And Greg Graham still gets a shot because he hasn't had a one-on-one shot with him yet. And then the main event is going to be The Rock versus Edge in a normal match to build up that popularity into the Survivor Series match, which I have no idea what I'm going to choose for the match, but I reckon I may choose a hardcore match, but we'll see. So let's see what the fans are saying for this week's Raw, which I think SmackDown's still going to win, but we'll see. So Chris Kong picks up the win against Baron Blade again, so Baron Blade's going to go down like no tomorrow. Match number 2, Cole Quinn loses to Shelton Benjamin. I'm not surprised because Cole Quinn is at 1. Popularity. I've really done him dirty, but it's hey ho. And then match number 3, Chris Con loses to Joey Mercury, which is fine by me. And then Batista picks up the win against Rebel Dragon, so it's 1 apiece until next week's Raw, which would be the night before, no, the Raw before Survivor Series. And then Trish Stratus picks up the win against Lita and Mickie James, which is good, so that means she's going for the title against Mickie James. Paul Burchill and Shelton Benjamin beats Kane, so that's good for Shelton Benjamin. He's won twice in a row. Fair play. And then match number 4, Carlito beats Johnny Nitro in a one-on-one match. Decent. That rivalry can hopefully go well. I'll show you the rivalries after this as well. Match number 5, Randy Orton becomes the brand new Intercontinental Champion again. So that's good because I can put Eddie Guerrero and Randy Orton in the Intercontinental Championship. And then the WWE Championship be fine because The Rock's beating the Edge in a singles match, so that's good. So The Rock could become the new WWE Champion at Survivor Series, and Eddie Guerrero could become the new Intercontinental at Survivor Series. We don't know. Like I said, I think SmackDown have won this, but we won't know until we see, so let's advance and pray. Ooh! 30. Oh, do you know what? I'll take that. Raw General Manager went on record and guaranteed a better show than SmackDown this week. SmackDown fans tune in to Raw and check the hype. It was quite a convincing speech that the General Manager gave, and it's hard to argue that the facts were there present. Boom, the slander worked, ladies and gentlemen. Try and get on my level. So, yeah, I gave Baron, yeah, alright, I get it. Tag team, John Cena still tag team. Randy Orton, yep, come Intercontinental, and Kane can't buy him. That's his 5th loss. Right, okay, so I've got to find a way to get Kane to start winning again. Perfect. So, Heat was all half a stars, so that's quite decent for me. And then match number 1, Batista got 2-star. Then it was a 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. That was a 4, and that was a 3.5. So if I made that as the main event, it would have been magnificent. But what can you do? I'm still on a rebuild. I'm still ahead of SmackDown, which is decent. That's what I wanted to see. So, well, pretty much a well-built show, apart from 5 in the main event. So I'm happy with that one. And Rebel Dragon starting to get 2-star matches. Fantastic. And then SmackDown, obviously no Velocity and no match number 1, and they did JBL versus Chavo Guerrero. I could bring JBL over, couldn't I? And then Melina with Chris Masters, okay. A 6-man tornado tag, right. And then with, fair enough. And then John Cena, Mick Foley. So Mick Foley is the world champion and the tag team champion. Huh, who would know, eh? Who will know? Who would know? Wow, can't speak. Power 25. Mick Foley's still there with John Cena, so they're the tag team. Rey Mysterio is slowly dropping. The Rock's gained 1, and Eddie Guerrero's stayed. Right, okay. So that means The Rock is still number 1. Right, okay. So that means Edge and all. It's going to be a tricky one, this one, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Unless I do a fatal 4-way match. Randy Orton is the Intercontinental Champion. Ah, see, Carlito can go for it now. Okay. Kane's drop. Mercury stayed there with Nitro. Alright, and SmackDown, obviously, we can see it's the normal face. I want to bring in Booker T as well. So I've got to try and look into some trades if I can off camera to see what I can do. So, before I forget, my 2 main rivalries have ended, which is The Rock and Edge and Eddie Guerrero and Orton. So what I'll do is, since they're cancelled, I'll leave these 2 going. So yeah, if I leave these 2 going until Survivor Series, because that way I don't have to worry about rivalries, and then I'll consider, because after that it will be New Year's resolution, so I'll make new rivalries for that show. Okay, that's all good. So these 2 is fine with, and that means I can put the other superstars in the title matches that I want to do because they're not in rivalries. Because on last episode I did have Edge and Rock and Eddie and Orton, but that's all changed now, so that's fine. Checking emails. I'm going to delete all this. Low on cash. I know what to do. I'm going to build up my cash flow. Next episode I will interfere with their show. I will send... I don't know who I'm going to send. We'll have to see who I send. I might send Kane. I don't know. We'll see. Finally, here's the fans change. You can see we're still ahead with 705 ahead. I am 2 SmackDown, so I am still in the lead. You can see by the graphs that how much I've improved. As you can see, I was going downhill and then I spiked up and I've stayed up since. So hopefully I can keep this going. But this will be the end of the episode though, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you see, leave a like down below. Leave a comment on what you would like to see more of, or which superstars you'd like me to trade with. I'm always listening and always reading the comments when they pop up. So I'll do my best for you then. So yeah, like I said, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you like this daily Smackdown vs Raw GM mode on 2007 every day at 5 PM. And click the bell button to know when I upload as well. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. Look, Peace. An enemy, I'm trying to leave a legacy. Loads of old friends got killed off from my jealousy. More time I hope they reminisce and just remember me. But till that day comes, I must stay sipping on this Hennessy. Cause right now, everything is moving backwards. See your success, see they greeted it with laughter. So right now, you can keep all of the drama. Cause I'ma get W's before, during and after.